Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. So how you guys feel today? I hope all of you are fine and feel great today. So I want to thank to all of you for joining and contribute yourself to this interpersonal and communication skill training. Congrats to all of you for being here today. Give some clap for yourself. Okay, do you guys know why you are here? Anyone? Yes, you are going to learn about interpersonal skills, interpersonal and communication skill. Before we start, please sign your attendance to the WhatsApp that we provide in the group. That is for certificate after the program is done. So I hope all of you sign your attendance. Okay, done. And thank you so much. Okay, first let me introduce myself. I'm Putri Nofatihah binti Megat Suami, and I also have my team, Miss Adriana, Miss Nick Nur Fatihah, Miss Anis Masarah, Miss Syahira, and also Miss Atika. We are the one who conduct this training. Okay, before we start, do you guys know what is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal and communication skill? Anyone can give me an answer? Share your answer to me. Yes, excellent. Okay, what is interpersonal? Let me explain to you, okay? Interpersonal is the process of face-to-face exchange idea, exchange of thought, emotion and feeling between one or two or more people. These include verbal, also non-verbal element of personal interaction. So far, you guys clear with my explanation? Okay. Let's move on. Interpersonal skills are traits you rely when you interact and communicate with others. They cover a variety of scenarios where communication and cooperation are essential. Some just seem like what we do now. Okay, this training is also one of the interpersonal skill. I talk to you, I give a speech to you, you respond to me is also one of interpersonal skills. These skills involve the ability to communicate and build relationship with others. Okay, now can some of you share with me the other example of interpersonal skills? Yes, good. Okay, some example of interpersonal skills include active listening, leadership, dependability, motivation, patience, and also empathy. Interpersonal skill is very important and also asset that can help you navigate complexity and also change for day to-day tasks. Other than that, let's say for the future you want to change to a new job, you want to find a new environment. If you have effective interpersonal skills, this will help you during the job interview process. This can have a positive impact on your career advance. Okay, so far are you guys okay? Okay, now let's move on a little bit on communication. Okay, communication is simple. I think all of you know what is communication, right? Okay. Communication also relate with interpersonal skills, but communication is simply the act of we transfer information from one person, one place, or one group to another. Every communication at least need one sender with one message and also a recipient. That's communication. That's very simple. Okay, so that's why it's very important for you to join this interpersonal and communication skill, because from this training, it will give you a lot of benefit and so much motivation that can improve your interpersonal and communication skill for your future. Okay, for the next, I will let Miss Adriana to continue this training, but before that, I show to you a video of interpersonal and communication skill. I hope you guys watch the video.
Thank you, Miss Puteri. A very good introduction about this training topic program today. Okay, so my name is Nur Adriana binti Arifin as a speaker for training program today. Okay, before I begin my speech, I would like to show all of you a short video about interpersonal communication skills.
We use interpersonal skills every day. For example, when we're telling a story, listening to a presentation, telling someone how they need to do something, deciding who is speaking to a customer or client, or solving a problem. We use these skills to interact with people, whether that be at work or in a social environment. It's important to develop these skills in order to work well as part of a team. Here's some top tips to help you achieve great interpersonal skills. Discover how to listen, choose your words, treat everyone fairly, maintain a positive attitude, and share your ideas. You can start this by sharing best practice. There are many ways you can do this, but a few examples are on a one-to-one basis, either with a colleague, manager or friend, in a group. This could be with your team, external customer groups, or even your family. Via digital media, using videos, audio and photos for example. With all this in mind, how do you share your ideas? And remember, keep practicing your skills.
On this video, we can see they have elements of interpersonal communications skills include. First, we have the communication. For any communication to occur, there must be at least two people involved. It's easy to think about communication involving a sender and a receiver of a message. Next is the message. Message not only means the speech used or information conveys, but also the non-verbal message exchange such as facial expressions, tone of voice, gestures, and body language. Next is noise. It refers to anything that distorts the message so that what it's received is different from what it is intended by the speaker, such as inappropriate body language, inattention, and disinterest. Okay. And next is feedback. Okay. Feedback consists of message that receiver returns, which allows the sender to know how accurately the message has been received as well as the receiver reaction. Next is context, the situational context of where the interactions take place. For example, in a room, office, or perhaps outdoor. Okay. Next is channels. Channels refers to the physical means which the message is transferred from one person to another. Example is face-to-face communication channel, or during a telephone conversation also can. Okay. How to improve interpersonal communication skills? Okay, so the first one is figure out what you need to improve. Okay, so we need to identify areas of interpersonal communication you can strengthen by asking for feedback from your colleague, managers, family, or friends. Next is watch others. Learn good interpersonal skills by observing co-workers, company leaders, and professionals you admire and respect. Watch and learn to how they communicate and what body language they use. Okay. Next is learn to control your emotions. Okay. Wait until you are calm to have conversation with colleague. You are more likely to communicate confidently and effectively if you have a positive attitude and are not stressed or upset. Okay. And the last one is reflect on your interactions. That is, keep notes on a journal about your conversation and interactions at work, so you can learn how to handle or communication things get better. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear and understanding about interpersonal communication skills. Okay. I would like to pass for next presenter on conducting role play activity. Okay. Thank you.
We are in a role play session. I will show you this video. Let's watch together. Based on that video, do you see that situation between boss and staff? They did not have a good communication. When you are a top level manager and a low level staff,
you must respect each other, which is necessary for us. Back to the video. The boss should communicate well when your staff did not prepare their work well. You must have a good language instead of using anger in that situation. These situations are not healthy in the company or organization. A company with good communication culture engage its employee such that they have a healthy morale, are eager to work, and are perfectly satisfied with their job. This is why we must make sure our company must have a good communication culture with each other. Either you are in a top level, also in a low level. Communication is an important key in our company or organization.
Let's move to the situation number 2 to find out what is effective listening is.
Effective listening is when someone is talking, you should act with fully hearing and comprehending the meaning of what someone else is saying. When someone is talking, you have to avoid getting distracted by your own thought. You have to focus on the speakers and the topic instead. Try not to interrupt the other person. You must let them finish and then you can respond to them. You can show to the other person that you are listening with body language. If appropriate, you can take notes during important conversation and information. You can paraphrase the information said to make sure both of you are on the same page.
Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret message in the communication process. Listening is key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listening effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. As a result, communication breaks down and the sender of the message can easily become frustrated or irritated. Listening is one of the important interpersonal skills that you should aim to master.
I'd like to discuss about how to deal with difficult customer. I will elaborate more before I'm started. I need to you all really participate and pay attention. As you know, 93 customers need to repeat purchase with company that offer excellent customer service, right? Since difficult customer is inevitable, you and your team must know how to effectively resolve customer conflict. Although the customer is ours, right? They may not always be easy to deal with. Learning how to deal with different customer is important step, especially for those who works in customer service industry. Alright, so here I would like to show you a short video about how to dealing with difficult customer. So let's watch it together. It's vital to let an angry customer vent their feeling while you give them full attention. You may feel compelled to interrupt if they recount what's transpired, but don't let them continue in person. Make eye contact, be alert, and show empathy. Nodding from time to time, even if the customer is irrational over the phone. Make the occasional indication that you are listening and empathizing, even just a sympathetic or your son. If you want to raise an issue, leave it until they are finished, perhaps making notes as they speak. Let your customer vent all their feeling anger in one burst, after which you can focus on the solution. And when they are finished speaking or shouting, leave a second or two silent and make your initial response an emphatic one. And I'm totally sick of it. Mr. Jensen, I heard exactly what you are saying. Allowing the customer to get all out the system reinforces that fact. You have listened intently and almost certainly will have a fully understanding of their complaint.
Okay, so now the presentation is done. Is everyone clear with our topic today?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Any question you would like to ask regarding interpersonal communication?
I have a question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, how to improve communication between generation age gaps in workplace?
Okay. First of all, we must set expectation regarding workplace culture and behavior. Next, we must use different communication with others. We bear much of responsibility for whether or not to message actually get their intent. In face-to-face conversations, it might only take a few seconds talk. In email communication, it will mean being very clear on what we convey to reader and consider how they like to interrupt it before we start typing. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is conflict in interpersonal communication and how to deal with it?
Okay, for that, interpersonal conflict refers to any type of conflict involving two, more, or two people. It's different from interpersonal conflicts, which refer an interpersonal conflict with yourself. Mild or severe interpersonal conflict is natural outcome of human interactions. First, deal with it. Most of people refer to avoid conflict. When you learn manage to conflict effectively, you will be happier and healthier physically and emotionally. You will have a better relationships. Next, think it through before address the person with who you have conflict. Consider discussing the situations with objective friends or family members. It can help to clarify issue and needs feedback, advising dealing with this station.
Okay, I have a question though. My question is how to manage crisis communication.
How to manage crisis communications. Okay, what important in crisis to staying in control of communication? These are some tips of communications that help when communicating bad news. Firstly, concern. Focus attentions on need and concern of the audience. Don't make the message focus on you or on damage control. Knowledge the concerns of the people and deal with directly. Next, clarity. Where possible, leave no room for improper assumptions. The clearer your message is, the more people believe in your disclosing everything they know. Lastly, control. Remaining in control what being said, you lose control the message. There are no stopping the flow. Um, incur culture informations. Okay, next. Any question? Any question related to communication?
All right. Ami, may I ask some question, Miss? How does interpersonal communication enhance our life?
Okay. Strong interpersonal communication is life skill that can enable to connect people with people and contact more easily. Maintain good relationship with others. Provide leaderships and
good interpersonal communication drive more employee. When employees have good interpersonal relationship with others, their managers, they are more likely to recognize each other good works and give constructive feedback. Next.
Okay, I have one question. How does communication contribute to productivity and relationships at work?
Okay, effective communication is um, effective communication is pivotal in increasing productivity because it directly influences the behavior of staff and the way they perform. It will improve understanding and in the result will el- elective productivity and efficiency. This will strengthen your organization both in internal and external. Communication can improve employee engage in the following ways. Give you tools to better understand the needs and goals of your employees. Improve connections between co-workers for a more positive and satisfying work environment. Better relationship with manager and leader. So everyone clear with our topic today? And any question?
No,
Yes.
Miss.
Hmm.
Okay. That bring us to end of our presentation today. I would like to summarize by saying interpersonal skills are important for communicating and working with groups and individuals in your personal and personal life. People with strong interpersonal skills tend to build good relationships and can work well with others. And it brings us to the end. I will like thank you for your time and attention today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.